all busy right now, but of course, it's about time to take a break and try something new like surfing in the city. What you just saw was actually not in the city, but of course, Lorraine and I will talk about in a while what surfing destinations you can visit outside of the city. But before that, I think it's best you go to the city, well, to Club Manila East, which is 30 minutes away from Ortigas, where you can actually learn how to surf under the Philippine Surfing Academy. Welcome back to the show, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Yes, so we were talking about surfing in the city earlier, Club Manila East, and what you needed to bring, what you need to learn. Well, swimming, you have to know how to swim, and some emergency, whatever terms, procedures. So now, I wanted to know, where else can people go outside of the city to surf? Like, what are your favorite destinations for surfing? Like we saw in the video, Zambales, Siargao, and other like cases of, surfing fanatics going
like
there.
Best place for surfing, I'd say. Well, everyone would say Siargao. This is where they hold international competitions, in fact, and it definitely is a place that it's not just for surfers. I mean, there's a lot to do there. It's a really beautiful place.
And how do you get to Siargao? Do you surf to Siargao? Or no, I'm kidding.
It'll take a while though.
Anyway.
Easily you can just take a plane going to Siargao. They've made flights direct to Siargao, so at least you don't have to go through too many transfers. Other places,
and where do you usually stay in Siargao? There's
I've only been there
like,
once.
Beside the surfing place, or
you do have there are a lot of
yeah.
resorts there. Yeah, mostly I think there are a lot that are run by foreigners. In fact,
okay.
Other spots would be like you can take your car in the Luzon area. You can go to Baler. It's a bit of a trek though because it's
Quezon.
Then there's also Quezon. Real Quezon is in fact where we take our students.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier.
And it's only 3 hours away. Unlike if Baler, you have to
8 hours.
8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. If you're a
on
fast driver, maybe.
If you take a bus or if you take a car.
I would not recommend a bus unless you're
adventurous.
Yes, and you have enough patience for that. No.
And I think if you want to relax and try to get away from work,
do not take the bus.
It's better to take a car. So
take your
really
own
get
car.
away from work.
And take a 4x4. You can't take your car. I'm sorry to say, but at least going to Quezon, you can take your car there.
Yeah.
It really is like, considering it's only 3 hours away, it looks so far from where you are from the city. It's a bit of a retreat, and you'd have to rough it because it's a camping site. So you'd have like a resort there. In fact, I do have a Club Manila East nearby. So if you're particular about your aircon or your hot water or those kind of facilities, then
you want to be sure
we can
that you have a getaway.
Yeah, we can book you there. But then for us, I mean, it's always best you have a bit of the grit involved.
Those inviting waves are calling the people. Anyway.
Yeah, so at least with Quezon, it's also a very beginner. It's a friendly beach break, so it's good for beginners, and you don't have to worry. At least we don't take our students out there if we know that, considering the weather conditions and. Also, if it may be flat, then we won't even bother.
Yeah.
But other places that are nearby, there's Zambales. Zambales is has it's only about 3 hours as well, and it also has quality waves.
How do you define quality waves? Just to ask.
As long as
is there a certain height or?
You probably what's a good wave to ride? 4 feet.
4 feet, okay.
And it's clean. You don't have that much wind disturbing it. Also, the way how it breaks. Those things. That's what makes it quality waves.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because when you go and you find out this is a quality wave place. No.
Yeah, I mean, there are times you come across a spot it's never the same though. That's what that may be a bit of a problem we have here in the Philippines, since it's so seasonal, our surf, but I think it would be all year round, but it's just a matter of finding the right spots.
Even when it's typhoon season, they can also surf. It's not only
typhoon
for the summer.
Season, yes.
As long as what's the restriction for surfing in terms of weather?
Well, people have this misconception that surfers run after the typhoons. We don't go surfing during typhoon season. In fact, like sometimes the best waves come in before or after the typhoon has
season.
passed.
So
But
rainy season is fine as long as it's not like hardcore typhoon, of course.
yes, yes. But then also we'd have to consider it'd be best not to go after typhoon has passed, because sometimes it's just, you know, all the rain that has washed into the sea, it would make it a bit dirty, so you'd end up feeling a bit sick afterwards, or your resistance would be down.
So now it's not a problem because it's summertime. And
Summertime, actually, in fact, during summertime, we don't have that much surf.
really? Wow.
But we still are getting a bit of surf, I would say.
Well, I assume because of the heat. Well,
You
of course,
think-
depends on the person.
You think
but
no,
yeah.
but at least you still have Club Manila East, so you can
Yeah.
surf there if you're desperate.
And Club Manila East is open every day from
Yes.
what time to what time? So it's
The
Mondays, and
resort-
you teach Mondays to Sundays?
Yes. We teach, what's this? We have a morning session and an afternoon session. So the morning session would be 10 to 12, and then the afternoon session would be 2 to 4.
And how much is it per session?
It's 1.5 per
1.5.
session.
For
And
2 hours?
It runs for 2
With
hours.
all the gear and...
Yes, but it's always best that you call us ahead, like at least 2 days before, so that you can book your session, because we'd give priority for those who booked with us.
And ahead,
Ahead for the ones who just, you know,
And how
for
many
walk-ins.
students do you usually... What's the ratio between the student and the teacher?
Ratio would be 1 coach to 5 students, and we can handle a maximum number of like 15. Although like we've handled 20 plus.
At the time?
Yeah, but it's a bit crowded for you to get a good surf session out of that. But
So the more intimate, the better. But do you have any minimum, like if someone just wants to go like group of 3 or
No.
2, it's fine?
yes. And but off-peak season, that's when we're not open every day. So it would be every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But as of now, for summer season, open every day.
How's the demand for surfing?
It's been good.
From the beginning, maybe you had like 1 or 2 students, and now you have like a week, you have 100 students.
You get
and like that. In a
well,
week.
In a week, we've had about I'd say 20
20 students. a
yeah,
week.
20 plus students in a week. Yeah.
That's good.
See. It's a mix. You do get people who decide to just, you know,
Yeah.
parang
Just
scratch
wanna
it off
try
their
it out.
bucket
Yeah.
list. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I've gone surfing.
Yeah.
Then there are those who are really curious, and then they want to make a fitness regimen out of it. And then there are those, like, of course, the parents. They want their kids to get out of the house and try something new. And I think it would be a very good alternative, especially like for kids now. They're not exactly getting that much.
So it could also be
Outdoor
a family
activities.
affair, like mom, dad.
Yeah,
kids,
easily. In
And
fact,
then
we
a
encourage
barkada thing
yeah.
also, like group of friends coming.
Yeah, we do.